You've had an incredible career as a DJ. When did this passion for you begin?
I'm always scared that tomorrow people are going to be reading about Tira in the newspaper as has been.
He's a very, very influential artist, a man who supports a lot of other artists out there, somebody I deeply respect.
I'm a hard worker. I respect the industry.
We're celebrating South Africa's greatest DJs. First up, DJ Tira.
So let's just do good music, respect each other, respect the game, and keep dropping hits, man.
21 years of DJ Tira for me is no surprise because he's always been driven, he's always been hungry, he's always been that guy that I'm going to make this happen by hook or crook.
And everybody talks about DJ Tira being in the industry for 21 years. If that's not longevity, I don't know what it is.
It's not a thing which he just wanted to do it to be fashionable, but this is the guy who started in the streets.
I think I met DJ Tira around 1998.
In fact, the first time we met, we didn't actually meet. So there was a Smirnoff DJ knockout competition.
Well, I've known DJ Tira since the early 2000s.
I could see from the way the guys were taking their notes, the battle Ropa Tira. And Tira kicked us.
I remember saying to him, listen, when you're in a DJ competition, you have nothing to prove. It's not about keeping it real. Even if it means playing a gospel song, as long as it's popular, it's gonna make people mad you play it.
You know, the other guys, yeah, they play some nice deep house, but they were not in competition mode. Most
DJs played about 7-8 songs. Tira must have played close to 20 songs.
And I remember when we were tallying our scores, I made it clear to the guys that, guys, there's actually no competition here. This kid from Durban, he buried Electric Workshop. So why are we even having this discussion?
And that's how you won the competition. Then you won a trip to go to Spain, you know. Went to Spain for the very, very first time.
We started working together. At that time, I was really banging a lot of, big tunes that time. And Tira was a youngster who was also coming in the game, underground scene in Durban. I had known a lot of people in Durban, but through his persistence, then we started working together, putting up events.
I'd call Tira on a Monday, on some, I'm coming to Durban on Friday, we're throwing a party. Then he'd call Tilt, and then Tilt would say, okay, come do a party. That's how we rolled. We'd literally throw parties on the fly.
You can call Tira now and say, Tira, I'm coming to Durban on Friday, can you hook up a club? And Tira will hook up everything. Now, that's the kind of gift that he has.
We'll sit down, we plan any gig, and we'll go and put up posters together.
So I remember there were days when we would hire a club with 2 floors, and it would just be the 2 of us playing. So what we would do is, he would start playing upstairs, playing house music, and downstairs I would play hip hop, and then we would swap. And I would go upstairs, play house, and he would come downstairs and play hip hop.
So for me, I think every single party I threw with Tira or Tira and Socks between 2002 and 2005-06, all of those are memorable because all of them were massive, all of them were crazy. And I think a movement was started. And as you can see, Tira still runs shit.
I thought, well, the best way to give Tira exposure is to not only do gigs together, but then in the 90s, compilations were very popular. And then, we decided to put together, a compilation called Scoop Samambela. The idea basically was just to give him exposure.
Myself and Tira developed such a relationship, also with Socks, obviously, that it only made sense that, listen guys, here's an opportunity. In fact, I gave them the name Durban's Finest. So whenever I played Socks and Tira song, I'd say, here's Durban's Finest, Socks and Tira. And that's where the name grew from. And we sat, we talked. I had a deal with Sheer Music at the time. And I told them, listen here, there are these fellas from Durban, and they're massive. Like they're doing big things. We'd be dumb not to give them the deal. So give them the first deal. Second deal, I told them, guys, you know how it's done. Go and do it yourselves.
So within a month, Tira came with a project, 2 projects actually. And he says, hey, Rockstar, I'm done with this project from the studio. I said, yo, this guy, the way he's pushing. And those projects, it was Afro Soul and Big Nas. And now he wanted to understand how we could release those in the market. So I had to sit with my directors at Kalawa and say, guys, Tira has just done this project, and it's better if we license, help him license those projects. And then from there, we did a deal with Imva Kalawa, because he had registered his company, Afrotainment, and from there we licensed those 2 projects, Big Nas and Afro Soul. And little did I know that was the beginning of Afrotainment. Boom!
That's when Afrotainment was born, and of course he signed Big Nas, who initially I had met a couple of years ago as they were a hip hop act, but he took them in a different direction that really made them an outstanding band and a group. And of course, he carried on to produce other great artists. That's why everybody talks about Afrotainment, and everybody talks about DJ Tira being in the industry for 21 years.
I'm not surprised that Tira has come this far, and I can tell you right now, this is only the beginning. This is only the beginning.
Well, the future looks bright for Tira. As I say that in life, you gotta take risks. And he's a person who likes developing himself from where he started from the streets to where he is right now, running a big label, running the music industry, not only as releasing records, a person who's also doing events. And it's very important that a lot of people must learn from him that you gotta diversify. Don't stay as an artist. Develop yourself, and once you develop yourself, look at your strong points.
So DJ Tira, Glenn Lewis always has your back. You're my brother. Love you always, and I hope you continue to be great, to work hard, to put South African music on the map, to help the artists in the streets become great artists. All the best to you, my brother.
Wherever you are, my man, well done. I'm proud of you. I'm watching. When you do a mistake, you get a call from Rockstar and say, Rockefeller, and that's me. Well done, my boy. Boom. Sisonke Baboza.